All right, it is January 17th, and it is Wednesday today, and finally a green day. I can't say finally. I mean, I've been getting green days like all the time. There's only like I think I only have 3 red days this month, so that's actually good. I don't know why I said finally. Ignore that. Anyways, yeah, I took one trade today, and it was a winning trade. It was a nice trade. It was a quick trade. I'm pretty sure it was like 11 minutes. 50 or 57 is like to 57 to 08, so 11 minutes. Quick trade, 50 points on NQ. So, yeah, let's get into this. Let's get into this day. So, yeah, starting off this morning, it felt like sellers were kind of more in control because, well, I mean, I'll start off with this. From so we had a low from last week, which I'm sure everybody and their moms was looking at today. So, this spy right here, the left side of my screen is like the 30 minute. I mean, the daily's on the right. So, I had this level drawn out that I was kind of looking at this morning. So, I mean, this is Tuesday. This is on the 9th. So, I'm pretty sure it was last week. Maybe the 9th. Yeah, it was last week. Oh, so yeah, so that level was from last week. So I was looking to see if we could break it today, which we opened up like right above it. So this is the green level right here. So I mean, you see pre-market, and then we came down to test that right at the open, and I mean we broke it for a little bit, but we ultimately just kind of like chopped right here. So I mean, if you look at a higher time frame, it kind of just looks like a fake breakout. So I mean, we were holding there for a little bit, and we came up right after that. So, and then also I had before I got before like the market opened, I had this selling channel drawn out. So from yesterday, so on a higher time frame, I guess you could, yeah, just on a higher time frame, we're in a selling channel. So yeah, I drew that out before the market opened, and so when market opened, we broke below that low, and we hit the bottom of that channel, and then we started to come up. So I was like, okay, like fake breakout, hitting the bottom of the channel, like okay, like maybe we're gonna pull back right now before coming down below, or like breaking again, or we're just gonna continue up. It's just a bounce, who knows? But I was kind of looking to play along. I thought I can get a good entry, so that's kind of what I was looking for at that moment. So, I mean, we're chopping right here. Then we started to bounce, and we broke above VWAP, but then kind of looked to come for a retest. I mean, I didn't want to take this right here just because it's like I don't like to get in on like wicks like this. I like to see like it hold, which I'll show you on this trade. So I didn't want to get in right here, and so I mean we came up and we came down again, but I didn't like this candle. It's not really holding either. It's just like a candle to touch VWAP, and we just closed above. So I didn't like getting in on VWAP anywhere here. So I mean we broke below, broke above again, so we're just kind of like chopping a little bit. So I mean we broke above, kind of we're like wicking to test the new highs, and so I'm kind of looking at like a 5 minute chart. I'm trying to see if we're like if we're good for a long. So like are we trying to make higher highs? And so I was looking kind of if we can make a new high above this, but like kind of like pre-market pullback, which we were kind of like wicking. So I was like kind of iffy on that, but still we were trying to like make new highs. And so I mean we pushed up here. I'm kind of just like bouncing around here, but NQ looked really good. So I mean I took this on NQ because I mean you can see NQ is a little different. I mean on a higher time frame, whoops, I got a 30 minute. So I mean this is Tuesday's low, so last week, but we broke Thursday's low instead, which I didn't realize until this morning. Like going in, I thought we were breaking Tuesday's low, but on NQ we were actually breaking Thursday's low, not Tuesday's low. So I was like, okay, well, that actually kind of plays a role. So NQ, let's see. So I mean NQ is moving a little differently today. I think NQ had more volatility today. Like in the morning, it sold off a lot more than ES and SPY. But anyways, we started yeah, so I mean once we bounced in the morning, that's when we started creating like a buying channel on NQ. So let's see, where was I? Where's I at? Let's continue. So we broke above the 15-minute range, kind of trying to make a new high. So at that same time, NQ was breaking back into the 15-minute range. So I was waiting for a pullback here, which on QQQ, when we broke back in, we were VWAP was like right on top of the 15-minute range, like the bottom of the 15-minute range. So I thought that was a nice level of support. VWAP on SPY and ES were, or spot on SPY was closer. It was a little bit closer, but it wasn't like perfectly aligned like how I would have liked it. But I thought the setup was still there. There was still like a good line of support. On a higher time frame, it looked like I could get a good entry for long. So yeah, we had this pullback, and so we were kind of holding here on VWAP on Qs. See, it's like 5 candles right here. So I mean, this one just wicked. I wanted to see a candle close on VWAP after just like wicking it, which happened right here, which is when I actually got in. So see on NinjaTrader, I got in right here. It'll say 857, but NinjaTrader it's 1 minute ahead, so I got in 856. So I guess that's actually this candle I got in. So I got in 856, which it was holding on VWAP on here. NQ, it was just bouncing off the 15-minute range and the bottom of the channel, so nothing crazy. But 856 on SPY, there wasn't really like a good line of support. So you see like 856 is this red candle right here. That's when I got in on NQ. Whoops. As I got in, NQ was still holding. Like you can see, like let me get rid of this. These are just my entries. So NQ was holding. I got in 856. It was just holding right here. I wasn't really red at all on NQ. So, but SPY at 856, where am I? It was like, if I would have gotten on ES, or yeah, ES, it would have came down a little bit, probably like a point. But NQ was still holding, but SPY just came down to tap VWAP and then just bounce. So it looks really good. And as soon as that bounce happened, it just shot up. And it was like super quick. I mean, we were holding really nicely on NQ, so it looked better than SPY in my opinion. So, and that's why I took it on NQ. So, I mean, yeah, there wasn't really any good support for. I'll show on this one because I have it marked. There wasn't really any good support on ES and SPY. I mean, VWAP was there, like you just saw, but it was a little bit below. So there's no support for my entry, you know. ES didn't have anything, so that's whatever. That's why I didn't get in on ES. So, I mean, let me pull up NQ again. I'll show where my profit target, where I was kind of like aiming to take profit at. So, a guy got in down here, and so I saw VWAP was like at 98, and I was hoping like, because the 15-minute, I wanted to get in on the 15-minute range at 55, because I want to get like at minimum a 1 to 3 risk reward. So I'm looking 45 points on this trade. So I'm like, okay, if I can get in 15-minute range, if I can get in at 755, which this level right now, then if I can get at least 45, like if it just rejects VWAP, then I can get like 45 points, because like it'll move up and so will VWAP a little bit. So I was hoping VWAP could come up and hit like 800, the 800 level, but as it was coming up, it hit like 98. So I wasn't, and my entry was a little bit above. I got in at like 58, and then just VWAP wasn't even at 800 yet. So by the time it hit VWAP, I was only at 40 points in profit. So I didn't want to take off at VWAP, or I didn't want to just like instinctually take off at VWAP. I wanted to wait for a reaction. So luckily it didn't reject. We had this nice candle to kind of push through it, and it opened above. So I was like, okay, it's not rejecting, or it doesn't look like it's rejecting. And so it kind of just pushed up some more. So I was like, okay, now I have my 45 points. Where is the next resistance? Where should I look to take it off? So obviously SPY, I told you, we're in a selling channel from yesterday. I could take it off at the 20-day, which we could have potentially hit it. We could hit, like, just go from the bottom of the channel to hit the top of the channel and then just come back down or something. But that seemed like a long shot. I mean, I was long in a selling channel, so off the rip, it doesn't sound good, but I had a good entry, so it's whatever. So it did seem like a long shot. So I was like, okay, where is the next? Like, where's the most realistic resistance I could take it off? So Q's was pull this up. So I mean on QQQ, I entered in down here, and VWAP was right here on NQ, but then 20 day was right up here. So I was like, okay, 20 day is gonna be the nearest. I could take it off there, but still, that was like, I think it was like 20 or 30 points away still, and that's a little far on NQ. It's like it's gonna take a little bit to get there. Like we were just like straight pushing up, so I would have still had to wait for a pullback, most likely, which that did happen, to in order to get up there, and I didn't know if I wanted to risk all that. So after we pushed up, we on NinjaTrader, it actually looks better. I had a on my channel on NQ, so I bought in down here, like the bottom of the channel NQ, and we touched the top of it. So I was like, okay, I think this might be a good spot to take it off because at book on Bookmap there was some liquidity up here, so I just decided to close it there because I also went in with one MNQ contract. So if I did like two contracts, like if I was playing this ES and I went with two contracts, I most likely would have left a runner. But I only went in with one contract, and I didn't feel comfortable with still leaving 100% of my trade on, so I just closed it out. 50 points, had a nice 1 to 3. That's all I'm asking. So I got like the minimum, which it's whatever. I mean, I had two losses yesterday and two losses on Friday, so four losses in a row. If I was like in profit and it came down and I lost a trade, I would have been upset. So I mean, on Spy, it looks like this is where I took profit. It looked like a good take profit. So I mean, I can't be too upset. I mean, you can't get everything. So I don't want to be greedy, even though that is my name, Greedy Goblin. I can't be greedy. But yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, only one trade, and yeah, a lot of explanation going into that. I don't even know how long this video is. Why is this video 13 minutes? Why the hell is this video 13 minutes again? So yeah, that's everything going to this trade. I mean, I'm down. I'm up $100, $97. So I'm not even showing my P. I don't even have my P&L up when I trade now. It's just like I don't want to focus on it. I don't know, but we're getting close. I mean, we're getting there on the eval. We're getting there. I don't want to focus on the P&L. I just want to focus on like taking the trades. So I'm not even gonna talk about it. I'm not even gonna talk about it. I'll focus on that on like a weekly review. So yeah, good trading day. Followed my rules, followed my plan, executed, and it worked out. Got rewarded. So it's a good day in the market. But yeah, tomorrow's a new day, so we'll be back at it.